Holy fuck, I'm playing Mortal Kombat right now, so excuse me for a second. Let me finish beating this ass, and then I'll get right to you because sometimes I can't focus on two things at once. And I'm getting my ass kicked right now. Shit. Okay, there. Handle this shit. Ah, yeah. Can't fade me, you four-armed biatch. Take that. Yeah. Ooh, stomp my ass. Come here. Get over here. Kratos. Handle that shit. Fuck this bitch. Oh. Jugger! Jugger again! Oh, she's stomping you out. Get her! Don't try it. Yakum, yakum. Ooh. Can't fade the kid. Round two. Fight. Oh, you slick ass motherfucker. Oh, oh, good one, good one, good one. But take that. Ah. Oh. Ooh. Let's change characters. Tag team, back to you. Raiden. Oh. They kind of tough. They want to play. Let's get down. Yeah, yeah. Oh. Set it up. Ha. Ha. Go. Yeah. Raiden is a bad motherfucker. Shut your mouth. Ha. Oh. Oh, oh, come on, come on. Ah. There you go. Get with this bitch. Get with this bitch. Ah. Ah, Kratos. Oh, this four-armed bitch here. I have problem with her. But you can't fade Kratos. Jug you with my sword, bitch. Yeah. Oh, oh, you got one in. Arrows. Got you. You're dead, bitch. Yeah. Switch on your ass. Raiden. Yakum. Oh, yakum. Oh, you got. Chop, chop. Ah. You're about to go down, bitch. Finish her. So, anyways, how are you doing? I was just doing my little Mortal Kombat thing right there, and sorry I wasn't paying much attention to social cam here. Not social cam. What the fuck is this? Whatever it is. Yeah. Peace. Yeah. Anyways, what the fuck do I do? You see the purple? This purple? Yeah. It matches the purple Joker hat. That's right. That's right. Nigga. got to put it on sideways because you know that's how they go down. Anyways, wear my nerve glasses. Got to put my nerve glasses on because this is important here. So, Jalea, how you doing? Hmm. I see that you have asked the kids some questions. So, let's see what your questions are. Aha. Because I did say I was going to uh, address said inquiries without haste. I'm a fool like that. Okay, so your first question was, let's see here. Excuse me while I get into my thing here. Hmm. Ha! Question number one. Have you ever had the opportunity to say something to someone but chose not to? If so, what was that and who would you say it to? Hmm. Now, that, my dear, is a complex question in itself. I thought about it for a moment and then I said, you know what? Let me do what I do so I can wrap my mind around what you were asking me. Yes, as an adult, there is something that I wanted to say to someone, but I chose not to because at the time I didn't really want to deal with it. Um, in 2004, my dad, New Year's Eve, my dad, he was at home by himself. I was in prison serving a 12-year sentence because I was a gangster like that. Yeah. Um, but I called home and I said, "Hey, pops, Happy New Year," and you know, was trying to talk with the man, and he says to me, "Son, I'm not gonna be around much longer. You're gonna have to take care of the family. You're gonna have to be the man of the house." And I'm like, "Dude, you tripping, man? You tripping?" Um, you at the time, I thought I was in some crazy shit at the time. I thought I was gonna die because of the way I was living. I was gang banging, so to speak. You know, us Northern California folks don't really call it gang banging, but that's what it is in essence. Um, I was a part of something that was bigger than me, and yeah. So, anyways, I thought I was gonna die young. Now I'm an old ass nigga, so go figure. Um, anyways, Pop said, "You're gonna have to be the man of the house, and cause I ain't gonna be around much longer. So take care of everybody." And I was like, "Dude, you tripping, man? You gonna outlive everybody? Probably gonna outlive me." I was in denial of the fact that Pops had lost his leg, he lost his eye, he had triple bypass heart surgery. There was a lot of things that my dad went through, and that was the strongest man I'd ever met in my life. I have not known anyone like my dad. You know, Joel Freeman Swaggart. That was my dad. Yeah. Anyways, I never got to tell that man that I appreciated him, that I loved him, and I never got to ask him to forgive me for being the asshole that I had become at that time in my life. I'm still an asshole, but yeah. Um, he raised me right. He instilled in me some values, things of that nature that help me even to this very day. A man. I often say this, and I repeat this because it's what I said at my mom's funeral service. Um, my father taught me how to live. My mother taught me how to love. And may they both rest in peace. Yeah. So, if there was anything that I didn't say to someone that chose not to, it was dealing with my father's mortality. I really wasn't prepared for his death. Um, life is fleeting. It's you're here today, gone tomorrow. And my dad raised me right. I can remember the precious times we spent together. He used to dress me just like him. I mean, I don't know if he had his own personal tailor or what have you, but wherever I was at, wherever he was at, I was, and I was dressed like him, exactly, head to toe. So yeah, that's the person that I never got to say something to. And I think if I was able to say something to him right now, it would be, I apologize, Pops. I didn't know. Because this life, you go through stages and phases in life and you grow. You should grow. And he happened to pass in my period of transition. Actually, he forced me into transition by his passing. I think I was 25, 26 years old, something like that. And yeah, when he died, it forced me to accept my adulthood. I couldn't be a kid no more. Couldn't. Life just changed for me because of the words that he said. So yeah. Anyways, that's that one. Sorry to be so dark. Um, and let's see. You said number two. What are five things that make you mad or irritated? Five things. I'm in a place in my life right now where I don't let things get to me, but the number one thing that will piss me off, that irritates me more than anything, is racism, especially because of the fact that we have this son of a bitch named Donald Trump trying to become the next leader of this great country that we call America with his racist ass, and I can't stand racism, excuse me, whether that racism is a personal attack or whether it be against people in general. I can't stand racist son of a bitches. Again, I go back to the way I was raised. My parents, they raised me right. They raised me to love people. My father, his best friend was a Hell's Angel. Now, I looked at my dad like a black hippie because he was off in the hippie shit. Um, One of my earliest memories was him taking me to Hayden Ashbury, and I can remember people see videos or movies or whatever of the hippie movement when people dancing around off of LSD or whatever, and got the colorful clothes on and they tripping big time. I was there. My daddy took me there. I was there. My daddy's best friends, his best friend in life name was Rick Lachesi, and Rick rode with the Hells Angels. And my dad rode, but he never rode with anybody, and especially not Hells Angels, because that racist shit. But anyways, yeah, racism pisses me off because nobody on this earth, not one person alive, chooses how they're going to come into this world. If you come into this world black, you come into this world white, yellow, brown, purple, green, orange, whatever color you come into. Did you choose that? No, but you have that roll to hoe, so to speak. So yeah, I can't stand racism. Number one, that's it because of the way I was brought up. Number two, what's another thing that makes me mad? Stupid people. Stupid people piss me the fuck off. And I'm sorry, but females, I don't know if it's an act or if you are really that fucking dumb, but some of y'all bitches is straight up stupid. And that shit pisses me off. I mean, good lord. I do understand the chivalry thing and all that, where females are brought up. I mean, we can go deeper than just the question when it comes to that, but it's how we are raised, you know. I look at it like this: as a child, you have a boy and a girl, and this is literal. Me and my sister Janine. Example: I'm running in the house, I fall, bow. Now my knee is hurt like a motherfucker. I start crying. What do I hear? Whether it's pops or moms, shut up, boy. Get up. That don't hurt. Shake it off. Walk it off. You a boy. Stop crying. But it really does hurt. Switch it up. Sister. She runs through the house. Falls. Boop. Same exact situation. Hits her knee. Oh, poor baby. Pick her up. Cuddle her, hold her. Oh, kiss it. Give her something nice, you know. So, females versus males, and this is kind of, how do you say it, peripheral, for lack of a better word, peripheral, um, to the question. But yeah, that pisses me off. um, you can't be that dumb, and you can't play on your stupidity, and you can't play on the stupidity of other people. Bitch, I know you can open the fucking door by your motherfucking self. It takes you the same amount of strength as it does me to open the door. You can't be that stupid. Can you open this? Can I? I guess that moves me into the second part of the question. The third part, the third thing that makes me mad is that people who play on other people's intelligence. Um, so racism, stupid people, and people who play on other people's intelligence. Those are three of the major things that piss me off. Don't try to play me. Don't try to play me. You know, just because I don't say anything doesn't mean I don't know anything. And I've learned I'm an Aquarius. An Aquarius, we peep everything. We watch. We watch. We don't sweat the small things. We'll let you sit up and destroy yourself. That's what we do as Aquarius. Um, but yeah, don't try to play me, cause number one, I found out I'm not a dummy. Number two, I'm smarter than you. Number three, I'm not as smart as you think. But hey, carry on. Whatever that means, shit. So I just can't stand motherfuckers who think that they smarter than me, knowing goddamn well you ain't that smart. I can see what you. I'm looking at you. I see you. Yeah. So motherfuckers who think they a player that really ain't a player. That's what pissed me off. So that's number three. You know, what's a fourth thing that pisses me off? It's not a lot in this world that pisses me off, but five things. I've got three. Ah, iced tea is the bomb, especially given that I don't drink alcohol no more. Uh, what's one of the four things that pisses me off? You know what pisses me off? People who don't have manners. That's what pisses me off. And I think that's because, again, goes back to how I was raised. I was raised to have manners, to treat my elders with respect, to, um, yeah, I can't stand people that ain't got no manners. You know, when Ice Cube and next Friday when he said these hoes ain't got no manners. Yeah, I can't stand an immannerable bitch, my nigga. Excuse my French. It's not French. Yeah. No. So yeah. Number five. What is the fifth thing that pisses me off? Hmm. The fact that I can't do math. That pisses me off. Now that pisses me off. I can't do math. I can only go so far in mathematics, and I consider myself smart, intelligent, whatever. But math, mm, math pisses me off. I can count some money. I can do the simple math. But when you get off in the trigonometry and geometry and all that shit, I really have to really focus, and I hate that shit. So that's the five things that pisses me off. Moving on to the third question on your questionnaire. What are five things that make you mad or irritated? Three, the best advice you would give to someone. The best advice I would give to any person. I'm always advising people, giving my advice. But the best advice that I could give anybody would be the best advice that I can give anybody would be to accept Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior. That's the best advice I can give anybody because that's eternal. Even if it falls on deaf ears, because you know what? Sharing the gospel with people, that's our job as Christians. I'm a Christian, by the way. That's our job as Christians. We are to share the gospel, to share the good news, to share the fact that somebody laid their life down so that we could have a life. Because God ain't no joke. God ain't no joke. God, the creator, grandfather, that's what the natives call him. Yahweh, Jehovah, yeah, God. That my best advice to anybody would be try God. Accept Jesus. God manifested in the flesh. We can go deeper into that if you want to, but for all intents and purposes, yeah. The best advice that I could give to anyone would be to accept Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior. The best. I got hella advice I can give people, but you ask for the best, so that's my best advice. And I was gonna move off of that right quick, but you know what? I'm gonna back up because you need to know the reason why I feel that way. Um, I went through a period in my life where I was searching, trying to find answers, trying to get the meaning of life. There was Buddhism, there was Islam, there was this and that, all kind of religious stuff. Even atheistic thinking came my way. There's a spirit goes around in this world, I believe, and yeah, I was on a journey and I was trying to find the God and not really realizing that God wasn't lost. It was me who was lost. Um, but it came down to Jesus, and I don't give a damn what anybody says. Um, there was a period in my life where I can tell you God entered my life. Jesus made himself known to me. If you've never seen a forest fire, the after effects of a forest fire, just imagine this. This was the vision. As far as I could see, I was standing wherever I was standing as far as I could see. It was nothing but smoke and ashes, death, and skulls. It was death, destruction. And there was a sense of sadness, deep sadness that I had. I'm looking and I'm seeing these. I'm walking. As I'm walking, I'm stepping on these bones and skulls, and there's just nothing but desolation. I really know what that word means. And this is a vision. I feel it. And as I'm looking around, I'm walking, and I'm looking, and I'm seeing all this destruction and the smoke, and I can actually smell death. I come to this hill, and on this hill was Jesus, all in white, all in white. And as I'm walking and I'm feeling and I'm looking, and because it's just me and him, and he says, look, behold, you see all this, all of this I have overcome, and so have you. And he turned and looked at me, and there was nothing. His face was, I could not see his face. It was just light. It was just light. And as soon as he said it, and so have you, I woke up, I came to. He said, all of this I have overcome, and so have you. That was my epiphany, my spiritual awakening, the moment that I accepted the fact that I'm a Christian, the moment that I knew that Jesus and you know that picture, I think it's Da Vinci, whoever made the Sistine Chapel, and he has that picture of the fingers touching God and man touching. That was my moment, touching, touching God. So yeah, just thought I should throw that in there. Best advice I could give to someone would be accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior. Yeah, it's early in the morning, so you don't hear no background chat. It's what, damn, 10 minutes to 7. What my black ass doing up this early? I'd be getting up right about now anyway, going downstairs. I gotta go wake my cousin up in a second so he can get his ass to school. But yeah. hmm Best advice I can give to someone. Except Jesus. 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 I'm not as country as I sound. You know what? I don't know where the fuck I got this country ass accent from, cause I was raised in Oakland, California, and I got country ass talking. My vernacular is kind of country, but at the same time, I can switch that up and sound quite the European. Uh, what would be your idea of the perfect marriage? You know what? I get it, the question, the perfect marriage, but quite frankly, there is no perfect marriage because there is no perfect person. But the perfect marriage. as close to perfection as you can get. We'll say that. But I'll stick with the way you pose the question. My idea of the perfect marriage. To Again, it goes back to my spirituality. My understanding of marriage comes and is based on biblical precepts. The two should become one. And Julia, I want you to know something about me. Um, I've been married twice. Both times was a mistake because I just wanted the first person I married. That was a grave mistake because I let somebody talk me into doing something I wasn't prepared for. The second marriage, um, we both weren't ready. Um, and her issues became my issues to the point where nobody needs to be played like a puppet. And she thought that she could control me. And no, I'm not to be controlled. The only entity that has control over me, and that's if I submit, is God. But yeah, so the two times that I have been married taught me something. The first one was a fiasco. And even though I gotta call that bitch and tell her happy birthday today. Even though we got married for the wrong reasons, I was going through the pen, and that bitch just wanted somebody to call her own or what have you. She didn't want to do the work. She wanted the husband, but she didn't want to be the wife to the husband. If that makes any sense, because marriage is a give and take thing situation. So my idea, based upon my experience, because I saw with my two eyes two people that set an example for me in life about what marriage is. Sticking in there to the death. My mom and dad, at the end, I don't think, at the end of my father passed before my mother. And I know they didn't like each other at the end. They were just together because of, I don't know, but they hung in there. Tenacity. I watched my mom support my father through the loss of his eye. My father used to drive a diesel truck for the United States Postal Service, and he lost his eye on a motorcycle accident. A rock skipped up and he lost his right eye. So he couldn't drive anymore. Couldn't drive trucks. That's all he wanted to do. Drive a truck, diesel truck. Um, then later on in life, he lost his leg. Yeah, he lost his eye and his leg, and me and him had this discussion one day, and he said, "I'm just half a man," but that was the strongest man I ever knew because he took care of the three kids that he had in his home and one other that I know of, and none of us lacked, none of us wanted. I can't remember a day of ever being hungry, of ever being bummy. My pops took care of his kids. We had a roof over our head, and yeah, and we had stuff, trinkets, toys, anything you could. We didn't want for nothing. So my dad showed me what manhood was every day of his life. As long as I can remember, he worked, 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 worked. That nigga was on the grind, on the legal grind. Even though he did do his dirt, For the most part, that nigga was legal. But the question is the idea of a uh, perfect marriage. The two shall be one. Dedication to the other soul. Complete dedication to the other soul. Living honorably. The perfect marriage would be where, to me, no one else in a room matters other than the significant other. Everything, everybody can go about whatever they're doing as long as the two are one and experiencing whatever as one. That's a little deeper, even though I was vague in my answer, but that's my answer, the two being one. Perfection. You know, um, I would lay down my life for the woman that I love. I would die that she may live. And that's, to me, love. To want the best in every area for the other. And to make that bestness reality. That would be, to me, the perfect marriage. You know, communication, respect, honor of each other's position. See, this is what I see. People don't, in marriage, they don't honor the position of the other. That's why you have divorce. If you're my wife in the sense of the Western thinking of life, of marriage, the wife is to honor the father. I mean, excuse me, the wife is to honor the husband, and the husband is to treat the wife with the respect she is due. Excuse me. All my alarms is going off at the same time to wake my black ass up because a nigga be having a hard time getting up in the morning sometimes. So everything went off at once. Right in the middle of me explaining to you what a perfect marriage is. But yeah. Um the perfect marriage to me is making each other priority because we only have so many hours in a day. We have so much life. There's only there's only so much life promised to us. I have a date. There's a day when my heart's gonna stop beating. And each and every day of that time in between getting there should matter. It should matter when I wake up in the morning and say, "Hello, love. Good morning. What's for breakfast?" Whether you cook for me or I cook for you, that time shared together is precious because when I walk out the door, I'm gonna go to work or I'm gonna go wherever I'm going, and it might be the day that I that's it for me, and vice versa. It might be your last time. So to me, every moment is precious. To me, right now in my life means that the perfect marriage, the perfect relationship is honoring the time spent making each moment count. Um, I already feel like I adore you. And that fucks me up because I ain't touched you. I ain't seen. I have not even been in the same room with you, and I could just imagine how much love I have for you. I fucking adore you. Just and all I've done is seen your picture on Facebook. We shared a few texts. You sent me a few pictures. You paid me some attention, and then watching your videos. Those things, those things matter. They matter. So yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to. I'm rambling because wow, my cousin just sent me a picture. I'm rambling because this question is deeper than I can just answer right now. But my idea of a perfect marriage is the one that you and I are going to experience. Huh. How about that? So, since I kind of sidestepped that question, one thing that makes me the saddest when I think about it, I don't like to be sad. And I say I don't like to be sad because I am an extremist and I deal with depression daily. Matter of fact, I gotta take my medication right now. Hold on. Yeah. See this right here? This is the reason why I can hold on today. I take prescription meds, antidepressant right here. Because I don't want to be depressed. Hold that thought right now. I gotta wake up my little cousin because he gotta go to school. Yeah, nigga be taking care of his little family. No, no, no. And today is Friday, so you're gonna have a good day. Alrighty then. I'm back. Yeah. Did my cousinly duty. I woke that little dude up. Dude is 9 years old. He's important to me. He's there for me right now. I need a 9 year old in my life. Back to you. What was the question? I don't like to be sad. One thing that makes you the saddest when you think about it. How people treat each other. Because people can treat each other so terribly. I mean, humanity. Humanity can be so fucking cruel. You know, I think if you was to ask me, because you did, you asked me what makes me the saddest, it would be how human beings treat one another at their worst. Here it is, you have Europeans decimated every culture they've come across. They took the Africans from Africa and brought them over here and made them slaves. They came over here from wherever the fuck they came from and stole the land from the natives. They just all in the name of what do they call that? Fuck, what's the name of that shit? Um, there's a name for that shit that they call it. Manifest destiny. That's what the fuck they call it. That shit right there. Manifest destiny. Just because they can and they think they're entitled to just fuck over everybody. So what makes me the saddest is when people accept that state. When people just accept that they ain't gonna be nothing but a hoe. They ain't gonna be nothing but a dope fiend. They ain't gonna be nothing but an inmate, convict. That's what makes me the saddest. The saddest that people lose hope because of the system, the racist system. Everything is about race to me, I guess. Not everything, but the things that affect me are about concern race and racism. So yeah, that's what makes me the saddest. Last concert. The last concert I was at was shoot damn, that was only in February. Um fuck. I can't even remember the name of that fucking group. Not Midnight Star. But the SOS band. Yeah. It was the SOS band. And here at here in Washington, Auburn, Washington, specifically the Muckleshoot Reservation and the area thereabout, we have a casino that has a venue. So every month there's some concert going on. And I've been blessed to be able to participate in a couple of them. I went to the last one I went to was the SOS band. which was the bomb. I posted that on my Facebook, and it seemed like that one broad was singing right to me. She just was like, with her big old. I like big women. I like tall, statuesque, full body women. And little bitty girls ain't. They don't do it for me. But that one chick in the SOS man, yeah, she was singing to me and she wanted me. She wanted me. My kid. But I didn't want her. I'm not like you. See, you got to drink out of them old fancy glasses, and you just gotta. I seen your goblet. That's what you drink out of goblets. I don't give a fuck. This here is a fucking McDonald's fucking plastic cup that I'm gonna throw away in about 2 minutes after I get through drinking a little juice that's in it. Because that's all I drink nowadays is juice. I don't drink the alcohol because the alcohol just fucks me up. So yeah, that's that. And yeah, I've always wanted to go to a Prince concert. Prince is a nigga, y'all. Motherfuckers slip on Prince, but that motherfucker been around and he's still doing the damn thing. I wish I could have went to see Michael Jackson in concert. I wish I could have seen Michael Jackson in concert. However, I did. I can say this. I met Michael Jackson and the Jackson Five. You know why? Some kind of way, my grandmother's next door neighbor, who lived across the street from us, where we grew up at. Anyway, my grandmother's next door neighbor was kin to the Jackson clan. She was like the auntie or some shit. She was a Jackson. And one day, and this was like the most famous day in our neighborhood, the fucking Jacksons came up in a fucking limousine. The Jacksons, not the Jackson Five, not just Michael. The whole fucking family came to this woman's house who lived next door to my grandmother, who lived across the street from us. Anyways, I got to meet Tito and Marlon and all them Jackson people, all them motherfuckers that got fucked up noses today, and all them motherfuckers. I met Michael Jackson back when they wasn't nothing but the Jacksons, they wasn't all as big as they became. We didn't know what we had at that time. Yeah, that was like so. Um, I guess if I wanted to see a concert, it would have been one of MJ's concerts because that motherfucker was the ultimate performer. I've seen Hammer dance. I've been to concerts with MC Hammer. I've seen all the shit. I did all the Bay Area shit because I'm into music. Music is my life. I'm surprised I ain't got my headphones on right now, but yeah, music is my life. I love music. Concerts. My first concert was Zap, I believe. No, Parliament. It wasn't Zap. It was Parliament. Later on, Zap, Roger Troutman and Zap. But my first concert was Parliament back in the Aqua Boogie days. So yeah, if I wanted today, I would like to see Prince perform one time because he's the shit. Prince is the shit. Think about it. The motherfucker has been around. He outlasted the King of Pop. I don't even know if that motherfucker still do music yet, but if I could see that motherfucker in concert right now, I would go see Prince. Fuck. So yeah, you got that. That's the answer to that question. My phone ain't acting right. I need my glasses because the nigga old and blind and shit. Prince is a concert that I've always wanted to go to. I always wanted to see Prince, but I just ain't got around to that shit. My rock bottom moment. My rock bottom moment. Let me tell you something about my rock bottom moment. It was not that long ago. My rock bottom moment, I can tell you. This in 2015. My rock bottom moment was sleeping in my fucking cousin's fucking truck outside in the driveway with no place to go. You know, sleeping in his fucking truck with all my fucking belongings that could fit in a fucking bag. Addicted, crack, Taka gin, Taka being the fucking cheapest liquor you could come up with. Um, that was my rock bottom moment. I knew it was a wrap. I wanted to die. I was walking down the street, flipping cars off, daring them to run me over with a fucking bottle in my hand. The woman that I wanted to marry and spend the rest of my life with had left me, and ironically, because of my drinking. But yeah. So my rock bottom moment was the fall of last year. Um, I ended up living in a shelter for about a month. Um, my cousin and my aunt saved my fucking life, and they didn't even know it because I was about ready to end it. Like I said, I was walking down the street flipping cars off and on E14, daring them to run me over. Eventually, some crazy motherfucker was going to acknowledge me and kill my ass because that's just the way the Bay is. And in deep East Oakland, shit gets wild. So it was only a matter of time before somebody would have just snuffed me, and that would have been it for me. So that was my rock bottom moment. Drinking, drugging. How the fuck do you get cracked out in 2015? Motherfuckers still smoke crack. Imagine that. But it wasn't just crack. I mean, and it wasn't just alcohol. Whatever, whatever. I mean, I was thizzing. I was taking I was off E. Fuck. I was doing a Molly. Whatever the fuck drugs you could have thrown at me at that time in my life, I would have just accepted it. Except one thing that I've never done, and I'm proud to say I've never stuck a needle in my arm. Never have, never will. There is a line that a nigga ain't crossed. But there is the other shit that I did cross, which is why I'm clean and sober today. One day at a time, right? It's a trip. Motherfucker drinking juice and shit. Used to wake up to alcohol, liquor, and what's the best place for me to get away and think? Believe it or not, the fucking library. Which is funny. In California, it was a library. I would go to the library and just because at the library you can get on a computer, you can get into newspaper, you can get into a book, you can get out of whatever you're going through. So yeah, the best place for me to get away and think today. I wish I could just show you today. The best place for me to get away is right here in this bedroom that my cousin made for me. I got my own little spot. Eventually, I got to get my own shit, which, if everything goes right, you going to have part of my shit. Yeah, what I mean by that, see, can't see your ass. A nigga got some property. I got some property, and I don't know. I don't know. You know, being Native American and inheriting some shit. I ain't got much, but it's enough to put a house on. My own shit. Got my own shit. You know, got my own property. And should things go right, and you're that special one, and it's gonna be your property. You know, you and I will build on it. There's some other things in the middle of that have to happen because before we can. But anyway, yeah, nigga got his own shit. Not everybody in this world is blessed to have their own property. But I'm a property owner. I'm trying to figure that shit out. So yeah. What are three of the best books you advise someone to read? Number one being the Bible. Number two, this right here is the book I'm off right now. It's called The Red Road to Well-Briety in the Native American Way. This is next to my Bible. Third book, um, anything by um, I know I got one of them somewhere. Anything by T.D. Jakes. T.D. Jakes is the man. Don't let nobody sway you on that. Any book by T.D. Jakes, because that man is deep. God has blessed the world with T.D. Jakes. I don't even care what anybody says about that man. He's full of knowledge, wisdom, insight. He helped. He helps. So, the Bible, The Red Road to Well-Briety, and anything by T.D. Jakes. Three books. Even though that last one wasn't a book. The things you cooked the best. Ah, check this out. My daddy was a cook in the army, and so at a young age, at very young, he was teaching me and my sister how to cook. Um, Best thing I can cook would be, believe it or not, it's the simple shit, the nigga shit, chicken, sauteed. Um, I remember one Thanksgiving, I got the burn mark to prove it. I fucking did the chicken. I mean, excuse me, the turkey, the Thanksgiving turkey. So I don't know. Cooking is cooking. Cooking ain't something that I've given a lot of thought and effort into because I was raised cooking. I mean, matter of fact, I'm just gonna go downstairs right now and cooking something to eat after I get through doing this shit. And I don't mean it the way it sounded. This ain't shit. This is important. It's how we're getting to know one another. Breakfast. Breakfast is my favorite thing to cook. Pancakes, sausage, eggs, bacon. Oh, if you like bacon, Jerome's twisted bacon is the shit. Everybody I've ever made twisted bacon for love it. So, yeah, that would be the best thing that I cook. Breakfast. To answer your motherfucking question, breakfast. Breakfast. Mm-hmm. So I think that concludes answering your questions, your inquiries, and what have you. Um, I'm just doing this naturally. I ain't trying to be a certain way. I ain't trying to act a certain way. And as you can see, I'm ready for the day. I got to put some jeans on because all I got is these motherfucking sweats. I slept in them motherfuckers. Uh, you killed me. You killed me. You was wearing in your video. You was wearing your pajamas. You said, "Hey, wiggle your ass like that." And I was like, "Look at her." Yeah, I like you. Things I'm gonna do with you. Mhm. Yeah. And by the way, Julia, you're a beautiful woman. I can see myself standing next to you, and I hope you can see yourself standing next to me. I'm not the kind of person that I'm not into superficial shit, the makeup and what have you. I like I like your size. You are the size woman that I like. I mean, I'm attracted to you. Plain and simple. I ain't gonna get you ain't perfect, but you perfect. If that makes any sense to you. We real people. I don't look for. I don't like skinny women. I you know I'm tripping right now because I'm thinking about juicy ass for whatever reason. That's because you flashed it at me. You shouldn't have never pointed that thing in my direction. That's why we're here right now. You pointed your ass at me. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this video. I'm gonna go ahead and post it. You can look at it and determine whatever it is that you want to determine about it because I did what you asked. And I think over the weekend, I'm going to think of 5 questions to ask you in return because you started it. So, yeah. Hey, it's your nigga. I think I belong to you, and you belong to me. We just ain't realized that yet, but it's me. I hope you enjoyed it. If not, hey, fuck it. We'll try again. Keep on trying. That's my motto. Keep on trying. Shalewa. Swahili for later.